The Lifetime Achievement Award for Contribution to Sports Journalism is awarded by the Australian Sports Commission Board and is presented to an individual who has made a lengthy, significant and individual contribution to the reporting of Australian sport. This award is only bestowed if, in the opinion of the board, there is a single worthy recipient. Ron Reid has proved he is a stayer in the world of sports journalism. In almost half a century, Ron has covered 8 Olympic Games, 6 Commonwealth Games, 6 Tour de France, 2 America's Cups, World Championships, cricket tours, Grand Prix, Wimbledon, and numerous spring carnivals. It all started when he was born in Ballarat in 1947. He finished his education at Warrnambool High School in 1964 and soon after, as a 17-year-old, became an assistant proofreader, then a cadet at the Warrnambool Standard.
It wasn't hard to find a nickname for young Reid. He would chase any kind of ball, anywhere, anytime, and he invariably turned up at work with his hair still dripping from the shower, looking like an eager pup coming out of the surf. So he became the Hound.
In 1968, Ron started as a reporter with the Herald in Melbourne. After 15 months, he travelled to London where he worked for Reuters and the London Evening News. He returned to Melbourne in 1971, where he has worked for the Herald and Weekly Times ever since, including as a chief sports sub-editor, sports editor and contributing editor. Some of his standout articles include Finding Footy's Alex Jezelenko had discovered he had a brother, also named Alex, that he had never met because he was taken away from their mother in a wartime prison camp, with her believing for 50 years he had been killed. Being the only Australian journalist in Colombo waiting for the Australian cricketers to arrive when a suicide bomber struck, resulting in the team not travelling there for the World Cup, reporting on Shane Warne's 700th wicket, capturing the emotion of Damien Oliver's Melbourne Cup victory in 2002, and conveying Cathy Freeman's Sydney 2000 Olympic Games triumph.
He's had a wonderful career at the Hound, and unlike many great sports reporters, he's covered all sports. I remember him telling me once that he had covered arm wrestling at the Police and Firemen's Games.
Ron has written 4 books, won the Australian Sportswriter of the Year award, been an inductee of the Melbourne Cricket Ground Media Hall of Fame, and worked for the Australian Olympic Committee. He was the founding president of the Australian Olympic Writers and Photographers Association, contributes to the voting of the Laureus Sports Awards, and is an honorary ambassador of the Carlton Football Club. The power of his words can be highlighted by a personal account he wrote about his beloved family dog that he had to put down in August. The moving story provoked one of the biggest responses to one of his reports.
I read sport avidly, and over the years I haven't read anyone who writes better, who produces such consistently fine copy, and who can cover any sport whatsoever with great skill and colour. When we were looking for someone to work on Sports Weekly, we wanted a gun. The Hound is a gun.